Youth Services Librarian here at the Longview Public Library, and today I'm going to share with you our Week 8 Pre-K packet on the census. This week in your Pre-K packet, you'll get your supplemental slip, which has a list of the books we recommend this week, the lyrics of the songs and rhymes we'll be learning, and your early literacy tip. You'll get this cute tiny cap and 2 bags of colored rice, one of which is scented. You'll need from home a small tote or Tupperware container or a bowl or something to dump your rice out in and play with. We'll start right off the bat this week with our early literacy tip, which is that an early introduction to the senses helps children make connections between the parts of the body, the things that the body does, and the words that represent them, which is an important part of developing a children's self-awareness and self-esteem. So I have 2 bags of colored rice. If you want to make more colored rice at home, it's very easy to do. You just need to take some white rice in a larger Ziploc bag, some drops of food coloring, and like a couple spoonfuls of vinegar, and then mix it all around, and it'll dye your rice. And then you'll want to dry it by like laying it out on like a cookie sheet or a tote like this. And if you want it to smell, you just add a little bit of essential oil. So all this is blue rice. When you're talking about senses with your kids, colors is a really easy way to talk about things that you see. So I see a bunch of blue and turquoise rice. Another thing I'm seeing is that some of the rice is darker and some is lighter in color. I also have this little bag of orange rice. I'm going to smell my blue rice. It kind of smells like vinegar. So that's not have a special scent. Maybe my orange rice does. And this has a special orangey scent. And I'm going to dump that in to my tote as well. So we have your orange and your blue, and this is just really fun to play and see them mixed together. You can use your little cup to scoop. It's also fun to have little trucks if you have them, or spoons to play with this in. And as you mix it, it starts to make kind of a rainbow rice look. These orange and blue are my high school colors. And that's it. It's really fun. When you're done playing, you can put it back in a bag or put a lid on your tote and play with it again later. Our 2 songs we'll be doing today are some storytime staples for us. The first one I'm sure you'll know is Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. This is a great way of like learning and practicing parts of the body. You can do it on like even a little baby where you're pointing out head, shoulders, knees, and toes when the child is still too young to do it themselves. For older kids, toddlers, it's a great way to practice gross motor skills. So it goes like this. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. You can't see my toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Part of what's fun about head, shoulders, knees and toes is you can do it over and over and start going faster and faster, which is something I always really like to do. Our next song is called What's the Weather Like Today? Talking about the weather is a great daily practice to talk about our senses because we experience the weather with all of our senses, with our sight, feeling, smell, sound, taste even. So this song goes like this. What's the weather like today, like today, like today? What's the weather like today on this lovely Sunday? And you can just substitute that with whichever day of the week it is. And then we'll say, is there lots of rain today, rain today, rain today? Is there lots of rain today on this lovely Sunday? Is there lots of rain today? You could substitute rain in for sun, clouds, wind, snow, any other kind of weather phenomenon. We've got a lot of really great recommendations for you guys this week. The first one is called Hello Ocean, Hola Mar, and it is a bilingual English-Spanish book by Pam Munoz Ryan. And it is just a story about a girl who goes to the ocean with her family and the different ways she experiences that. She talks about what she can see, what she can hear, what she can feel, what she can taste. It's really a lot of fun. This next one is called Look at You, a Baby Body Book. And this is a really cute introduction to what babies can do with their parts of their bodies. And it's helpful for making those connections between the parts of the body and the five senses. Our third book is called Rain. And this is a really fun book that takes place out on the African savanna, and there's a storm coming, and all of the animals that live there can sense it coming through their different senses. So, like the porcupine smells the rain coming. It also has these really great variations in the font size, and that really help you kind of point out the different senses as you're reading it. This is a newer title. It's called Smelly Kelly and His Super Senses, and this is a biography about a real person named James Kelly, who was an Irish immigrant to New York, and he got a job because his sense of smell was so good working with the city of New York. He could smell leaks in the subway, like gas leaks or sewer leaks, that actually saved a lot of lives. And as he started doing the job, his sense of smell was already like naturally really heightened, but he also trained himself to hear really well so that he could complement the skills he had of smelling with hearing, and he could save the day using his special senses. And then finally, this is another new book. It's called When Elephants Listen with Their Feet, Discover Extraordinary Animal Senses. And this book goes through the different senses and talks about animals. So like this section is on ears and hearing, and it talks about different ways that animals, different kinds of animals hear. It goes kind of beyond what kinds of senses the humans have too, because it talks about like animals who can sense things through vibrations, or who have a sense of direction through like the Earth's magnetic field. They can sense it. So it's really interesting to see like how humans have these five senses, but animals have maybe different ones or more. Great book. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy your sensory bin and learning about the five senses this week. Don't forget to pick up your pre-K packet in the library drive-thru or inside the library at the lower floor desk. And we'll see you next week for our final pre-K packet of this season.